This is me. You can call me Sarah, and I'm a journalist. I play the drums and I sing. I love musicals and theatre, and I adore Shakespeare. I have a boyfriend of 4 years and a loving family. In many ways, I lead a normal life, just like you. Except, unlike you, I have short arms. It's called Towel syndrome, and I'm the only one in Wales that has it. I'm filming a documentary about my disability.
I'd rather not today, but thank you anyway. Thanks.
No problem. Hi. Hi. Okay, no worries. I was born with a rare disease called Towel syndrome, which, among other things, means I have an absence of the bones usually found in the forearms. Even though I put on a brave face, for me life can be really tough. I face discrimination, isolation, and even being stared at on a daily basis. It can be really tough at times, even dehumanizing. I want to show you that people with a physical disability are just like you, and that the best thing you can do to make us feel included is to treat us as such, and importantly, don't be afraid to talk about it.
You've been up the loft.
Yeah?
To do all the Christmas decorations.
I know, it's looking lovely.
Thank you. And we found that box I was telling you about.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Do you want to have a look?
Yeah?
This is the first lot of photographs that were ever taken when you were first born.
Way.
Me pregnant, look, huge.
It smells like musty.
It does, it does.
Now.
I'm so sick of that. It's a funny smell.
Bless it, it's so old.
I know.
This was something, what, these were made for you from the neonatal unit?
Yeah, they give those to people if they're not sure that the babies are going to survive.
So if I hadn't made it,
That's
to
all
be
I'd have.
blunt,
Oh,
if I
don't.
had,
Oh, don't,
if I
Sarah.
hadn't survived, you could have been left with just that.
Don't.
Oh, it's all right.
No, it's not. We never really talk about it, do we?
No, but I think we should.
I just remember when I gave birth, I felt really elated. And then it becomes a bit of a blur, if I'm honest with you. The ramifications, if they hadn't discovered what Sarah had, it's just she wouldn't be here now. That is it. And I just don't think about that. I mean, if you look at Sarah now, you can see she's more than capable. She's, you know, she's like any other human being. So that's what I've always strived for her. And when I looked at her in my arms and thought, oh my gosh, you know, what's going to happen to you? It made me even more determined to try and keep her alive.
Hi, I'm filming a documentary about my disability.
Yes.
So the whole thing is about speak, don't stare. So it's about opening up a conversation about it all instead of just staring or looking away.
Seeing the person.
Yeah, seeing the person, not the disability.
Can I ask what your condition is?
Yeah, so it's called Towel syndrome, and it basically means I'm missing your radius bone in your arms, and I was just born like that. I was literally just born with like shorter arms, but it affects my legs. I also have like a blood condition, so if I was to fall over, I'd bleed a lot more basically. But yeah, the arms are the most noticeable thing, I guess, and when people spot me, that's what they stare at and things. What's that?
Oh, Sarah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, shit, I forgot about that.
So when I was, how old was I, 3? I fell down the stairs at my grandparents' house.
I didn't want to look at these again.
I fell down and basically hit every single step. And it was awful, really.
I was so scared you're going to die. I thought I've fought for so long to keep you alive. You ain't dying yet. Yeah. Oh, look. And even though you were bruised, you still had a smile. You look like
That's
a joker.
terrifying. That is one of the worst photos ever.
Oh, my God.
Is there any questions you'd like to ask me?
Have you got deep pockets?
No.
Sorry for that.
No.
That's a joke that comes up quite often. If you've got short hands, you've got deep pockets and you can't
Really?
get the money out to pay for
Oh, I see.
So, yeah.
I've not heard that. That's
No,
a
no,
new one for
that's
me,
a new
but I
one.
like that.
That's an old one. But,
I like that. So have you seen someone with short arms before?
yes, I have.
Yeah?
I kind of see. I don't always talk. because you're not really sure on how to approach people.
And this is the whole point of the film, is it's, you know, hashtag speak, don't stare.
Yes.
A lot of people can stare or they'll want to look, you know, but it's actually about kind of speaking to people.
I first met Sarah when she was just a few days old. She was transferred through to Sheffield Children's Hospital because she'd been born with thrombocytopenia absent radii. From the very beginning that she was given platelet transfusions to ensure that her platelet level didn't drop so low that she was at risk of serious bleeding, primarily into her head. And the haematology team then took over her management and gave her regular platelet transfusions for a number of years until she sort of wasn't a toddler and wasn't unsteady on her feet and wasn't likely to trip or to fall. So I went from seeing Sarah being literally just a few days old all the way through all the milestones of babyhood, and I knew Sarah through all of those years.
A key moment in my life and my journey of defining myself by my personality and not my disability was taking part in drama with a youth theatre. Having the courage to get up on stage and put myself in the spotlight was a defining moment. So we're gonna meet Roger Burnell, who's like the director of Bridgend Youth Theatre, and we're gonna meet him and talk to him a bit about what it was like working together, me doing drama for the first time, and the confidence that I built over the sessions. Hi. I'm really good, thanks. It's lovely to see you again. It's lovely to be back here. It's been such a long time, yeah. It's weird seeing the stage now and thinking, I've been on that, because it feels like such a privilege.
It's a privilege to be on any stage, isn't it?
Yeah.
And particularly here, where you feel
Yeah.
that there is a certain warmth and sort of connectivity, and hopefully you felt that when you were in the youth theatre too.
Absolutely. I mean, from the first, I think I joined, you'd already cast, it was Phantom of the Opera. And it wasn't like a hierarchy. It wasn't like, you know, oh, this is who gets that role. It was very inclusive.
And it was a nice show too.
Yeah, and I remember just being a ballerina and not thinking anything of it, not thinking, oh, people can see my arms. It was just, yeah, I'm a ballerina in this show, and that's how it was. There was a photo I remember taken of, I think it must have been one of the songs, and I was right out on the front of the stage, and you can see my arms completely. I think I was in like a vest top, and it was only then that I actually twigged, and I went, oh, people probably could have seen my arms, and I was dancing and singing.
And it was never even mentioned, like whether it was the company or the audience, you know, as long as you don't make anything of it, you know, people can accept that, you know, and why shouldn't they?
And I think when I got cast as, I think it was the next show, was as a Mersister in The Little Mermaid.
That's right.
You know, with sisters, and I still talk to a lot of those girls today, which is really nice. Oh my gosh, Lily! Hi! Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in so long. This is so nice. I'm actually filming a documentary, and we're doing this whole piece of like me in public, trying to get people to come up and speak to me. So it's so nice that like, I actually recognise you. You know me. You've been like in BYT with me, and we did Little Mermaid together. And like, was there anything different from me like being a Mersister to the rest of the girls?
Absolutely
like,
not.
Did you know
there was no. Like, the dynamic was great. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone was so friendly, and I think that's like a good thing about BYT. Do you know what I mean? Because it's so inclusive and stuff. So like, that's
exactly.
the good thing about drama.
I wasn't treated any differently. It wasn't like, why have you got short arms, or you can't do it. You can't be in The Little Mermaid.
No,
do you know
exactly.
what I mean?
Yeah, you can do everything everyone else could. Do you know what I mean? There's no difference, is there?
Thank you. Thank you. It was so lovely.
Yeah, it's so nice to see you. I hope I'll see you soon.
I know. I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.
When you were doing it, did you feel better about yourself, or?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I didn't think I would have been able to pursue journalism and all aspects of media, and definitely not do this. Oh my gosh. If I hadn't had that confidence and the ability to be on the stage and do all that.
Yeah.
You know, it's something that might seem small to some people, and some people might have been like, oh, well, I've done theatre, and, you know, but to me, it was a big deal that I could be on a stage and be accepted.
Exactly.
It's
Fantastic.
wonderful, yeah.
Yeah. Lovely.
Hi!
Hi, Sarah.
It's so good to see you.
You too.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to see you.
Yeah, it's been such a long time,
It's
hasn't
been
it?
so long.
Yeah.
How many years do you think it's been? I can't remember when I left, so to speak.
Well, I'm not sure either, because I think you'll have been 2 or 3.
Obviously, when we contacted you, you could have said, sorry, who is this? I've you know, been a nurse to so many children, I don't know who this is. So how come you remembered me, I guess?
Oh, I remember you so clearly, Sarah, because you were literally probably 4 or 5 days old the first time I met you. And you'd been transferred from Bassetlaw Hospital to Sheffield Children's Hospital.
Yeah.
Because they'd identified you got what was wrong with you with the TAR syndrome. It's unusual for us to look after such a young baby. You know, TAR syndrome isn't something that's common. You'll know that very well.
Extremely rare.
And I hadn't ever met anybody with it before or since.
We saw this from a mile away. We're like, oh, what's that? So you're very friendly coming over, and I think what you're doing as well is amazing, you know. So
Thank you.
that's my first
It's
impression.
quite a scary thing, because I guess for anyone with physical disabilities, it's nice to see someone just being talked to and represented.
Absolutely.
So people stare at me all the time, but they might not talk to me.
Yeah, it's like a taboo subject almost, isn't it? Like people don't know how to address it.
People with physical disabilities are like normal people. We still have more to deal with than most, but it's to show that we're just normal people and we can have fulfilling lives.
Yeah.
Just because we've got a disability or a health condition doesn't mean we can't do things. Do you know what I mean?
You must be a role model for so many other young people in similar situations to you.
I'd like people to watch this and kind of go, she's got a career, she's got a boyfriend that loves her, she's got a loving family, and if she can do it, so can I. And look at her, she's happy, she's doing really well. So, I mean, I blush when I say role model because, you know, that's, in my head, that's not me. But I get what you mean. And
I think if you've got a child with a disability, don't ever hide them away. They're not monsters. They're human beings like you or I. And you've got to show them how you can live in this society in a way. And if you have to put yourself out there, do it. What have you got to lose?
Having seen Sarah and known Jane from the beginning, I would have always expected that she would have achieved a lot. But the person that she is today is an absolute testament to her and to Jane as well. And I think she's got the potential for achieving really great things.
I'm actually really proud of myself, and I can't believe that I've made this. If I could tell my younger self that, you know, I've been able to make this film, she wouldn't believe it, because I used to be so shy in a way. People always describe me as confident, but in my eyes, I was quite shy, and I've had to work on it. And if I could tell myself, you've got a documentary, there was literally a moment where I was like, you've just gone up to strangers on the street and asked them and shown them your hands. I could never have imagined that I'd be able to do that. So I'm really proud of myself, yeah. So next time you're out and you see someone living with a disability, remember they're a person just like you. They've been on stage and acted, and they study and they work. But whatever you do, whoever you are, the world is becoming more and more inclusive, day by day. So do your bit and have the confidence to speak, not stare.